Welcome, welcome. It's Tamarian Tuesday. I got a request to do Siege Warfare, and to be honest, I've had lots of requests to try to make Siege good. I do want to say, friends, you're projecting your desires for two things. One, for the worst scenario in the game to be better than it is, and it just is the worst scenario. There's no getting around that. I don't care what other people say. Like, yeah, if you make like a very specific deck for it in a very specific meta, it can do okay. But it is by far the worst scenario. Siege engines are not Northern Realm's strong point. It would like be making Nilfgaard's deck centered around soldiers, all of which are very mediocre. But anyway, so Siege is mediocre, but we're gonna try to make it work. We're gonna do this with a charge package, but not off the rails. Just Shani and Priscilla really as your typical charge engines here. But then we got Foltest Pride to feed these charges too. And it does have Zeal, so we can go ahead and get that off for 4 damage. It's kind of like a mini tunnel drill, if you will, and it is 6 points, but it's 8 provisions. Like I want the delta to be more similar to tunnel drill, but who am I? Then we're gonna try to rock Odrin and Trololo because they're cool. No knights, so I'm not running any of the night warfare cards, but we are running several siege engines. I am using winch and smoke them out to help us get crew. And then we've got some bombardments and a single boiling oil. You could do reinforcements to get you another trebuchet. That's kind of up to you. I would rather have double frigates. You know, what's life without living? We'll cut out 1 frigate and go for double. We have some flexibility there. We can play that to get another frigate as well. And then you got reinforced ballistas are also a charge unit, and they get formation, so they can get boosted and get that value on smoke them out. We'll just see how this goes. Other people have tried to use like Aired and Igni and all those packages to try to get Siege to work. I think we're just going to try to rock the bonded value off of the reinforced trebuchets. I think that's probably the easiest way to get there. You kind of like the long round as Northern Realms usually, but Scenario helps you get a short round, as does War Elephant. But basically, just want if you're building towards a long round, you want Siege with all of your siege engines. Spend your warfares a different round, and then when you are playing that round, you just dump all these siege engines, play all the bombardments at the end, smash for tons of value. It's not a ton of consistency in this deck, just Amphib and Nautilus. So you are digging for War Elephant and Siege. But once you get them, you're good to go. We'll go ahead and put back the boiling oil. I don't think it's going to be as helpful here. Double Cross is such a weird deck to kind of like parlay around. We'll put the bombardment back. We'll keep the winch. Should have swapped this for Crystal Skull. That's my bad. Well, I'll just commit the boost here, even though it is 10 points to 1 unit, but we get to add up the value and then drop some charges into there. Trololo always plays for 7, so I do like him for that in that regard. And you could play Mantlet in this deck. There's no reason to run it Devotion. I just kind of am by circumstance. How predictable. You know, a lot of people are playing these double cross decks, but I'm really not running into that many locks this season. So I'm really losing a lot of sleep over them. Shani also gets formation, so we can go ahead and drop her. I prefer to save her for when we get Priscilla, so we'll hold on to her. But she does get formation to help get that the smoke them outs right away, and then she boosts units with that vitality for 2 turns when she is boosted too. So good value there. But she's a natural target for Winch because she'll get boosted back up. We'll go for Trollolo for the point slam here. I love his song. He's so awesome. He's such like a hilarious character in Witcher 3 too. Join me, King Radovid army. Autogot, guard boats. He's the one who has to guard all the boats on the seashore along the Redanian lines against Nilfgaard. It's pretty hilarious. I don't. Yeah, he clearly made a mistake here. We're in kind of a weird spot where you have to ask ourselves how much we want to commit to removal here. So we'll go for the winch onto the ballista. Gets us some value onto Trollolo. Just go ahead and kill that off. Even though it wasn't getting any points, if I killed the Nausicaa Sergeant, it would start getting points again. And he recognized the error of his ways, so it's very likely that he would stop making that error over and over again. Note that Trollolo is a soldier, by the way, so you can get War Elephant next to him. So note that the reinforced ballistas damage a unit, so this is just kind of a bad all-around play. But we do have to play warfare here, so we'll just go ahead and take. Let's go amphib onto bombardment, actually, or boiling oil. We'll go amphib onto Nautilus. Or, you know, in this circumstance, reinforcements actually looks okay here. I'll just save this charge. We're not in a rush. Seeing that that he played the raw tosser, I'm just gonna make sure to always keep 1 charge on these ballistae. Well, we kind of punished this guy, and he's kind of forgotten about Trollolo here. Excuse me, man, I have like a bad allergy day today. Oh, that's an excellent treason. Respect, my friend, respect. Let's see what he goes for. War Elephant it is. I'm actually going to go for Shani now, even though I do prefer her with Priscilla. We have the Redanian archers that we can take. And we'll just click the Trollolo to stay ahead in points. Then we can drop the War Elephant and push him out of the round. Good value there, but he does lose 3 to gain 7, so it's like a 4-point gain. Nautilus is an interesting play. Um, let's go ahead and set this up here. I don't love having to damage Shawnee, but we'll set up the ballista or the trebuchet or something. Oh, I can't believe I played right into that treason. I'm getting clunky. Who brings treason in a double cross deck? It's not great value against Syndicate. Cleaver's muscles all have shields. I mean, he probably has a follow-up poison here. Not great for us. This feels bad spending Voltest Pride on a cow carcass. Oh, I've had better days. This is like I feel like I'm bleeding the opponent at this point. The leader's gone. I'll take Go Tour. Onto a Viper Mentor. Now I can get 2 more points out of Shawnee here, but I don't want to play a truncated siege, so we'll just take the card down. Treason wiped me out. All right. I need siege engines. But I probably want to dump this archer this round. Yeah, let's put him back. All right. Just in case the opponent decides to bleed here. We can go frigate and onto one of these if we need to. Alright, we'll just go frigate. We already played Voltest Pride and War Elephant, so no reason to struggle there. Siege Engine does automatically play that Reinforced Trebuchet onto range throw. Alright, this is pretty good. We get the bonded here. We're going to start off the Amphib onto... You could go for Odrin here, where he's able to get himself boosted up to probably 10 points. But I like the Redanian Archers and Priscilla a little bit more. And you get to pull this guy out. He comes up to 6 points with 2 armor. We drop a charge here. And then he gets to just continue absorbing charges, threatening the opponent without having to do too much work. And we have 2 siege engines, so get siege down and then get out these siege engines. I'm not going to be able to get the crew, so we got to decide between the bleed or the move. Oh my gosh. Nilfgaard is just like the bane of my soul lately. Alright, Priscilla's just playing for 6 points. Very unfortunate. Ever predictable. So we get a good kill here onto the Thirsty Dame if the opponent doesn't play something bigger. So you just want to make sure to line up the damage. Wish like a simple fix for Siege is to let you play the battering ram so that you could give it crude. Like it's impossible to give it crew because it spawns. It's highly annoying. Oh, gosh. Oh, the double kill right away. Well, this is a great way to start off this video. Is Ball, how much better is Ball than Siege? One provision? I think not. I don't even think it's a close call. Let's go ahead and just get the bleed value here. Onto the Fangs. We get moderate value off the bombardment. Yeah, the fact that these are one provision difference is kind of just offensive, truly. I think I would have been much happier with Masquerade Ball if these were if it was a spying synergy instead of a poison and a Thirsty Dame. I mean, she's just such a good engine. It's kind of ridiculous. This isn't even going to end close. Got absolutely trounced. These need to be like bonded. Oh, I forget that they're crew, not bonded. Although he did give this one crew, so that's kind of hilarious. Because Joachim's a soldier. So, and he could have upset that by playing here, but I think the guy is just clearly rubbing it in a bit. But you can't play these either, so getting these crew requires some setup as well. It's just not a well thought out scenario. Like, they clearly put more thought into Masquerade Ball than they did into Siege. If you're going to take 3 eons to decide how to play your Joachim, I'm not going to sit around. Alright, so obviously that score was going to end up substantially different delta there. Really got pushed out of round 1 way too early. Playing against Nilfgaard on blue is just not... Oh wait, we forgot to make our one change. I think there might be somebody who argues with me that Gedeneth might be worse. But Getty has so much other synergy in alchemy decks. It has a good leader synergy. There's no good leader synergy for siege cards, for warfare cards. for siege engine cards, for crew pockets. There's no good leader synergy. I mean, like, maybe mobilization gets you a crew pocket. But by the time you've spawned the trebuchet, you can only get the crew pocket at the end of the round. And you can't play your scenario straight off like you can with ball and continue getting engine value out of your Thirsty Dame. So it just is, it's just not as good. And Getty gets you, Draco Turtle synergy with that Merdrome, where Merdrome plays for 12 points. Here you get Bombardment that maybe plays for 10. Maybe. And the constant removal that is this season, that's even a struggle. Alba Spearmen get bonded, but trebuchets require double crew pockets. It's just, they're not equal. It's not even close. Northern Realms need some real love, not some like handshake cards that make commandos cool. Like, commandos are fun, don't get me wrong, but commandos are entirely boring. They are an uninteractive deck. Like, the best commando decks are the ones that give you 6 ways to get your commandos and to recycle them at least once, if not twice, using double Pavetta. So, like, you're not interacting with your opponent's cards. All of your provisions are going to replaying your same cards over and over again, which is just dull. It's fun the first 3 times you do it, but the 4th time it's like, oh, I can't keep playing this to move up ladder. This is the most boring deck in the world. Come on. Servers are having issues today. Do 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 do. Man, I've never had to wait this long. Are you guys experiencing giant wait times? Is the community really that depressed right now? I mean, to be fair, I honestly haven't played in several days. Probably a week. It's just kind of all the same. The one other deck I run into other than Syndicate make you regret your life is Nilfgaard, and it's just most of the time I beat it when I'm playing a really competitive deck, and the other times it's just obnoxious. It's just annoying. It's not fun. All right, well, we get our soldiers. We get Amphib. We do get a bombardment here. Let's go ahead and smoke them out back. It just requires a bit of setup first. We are on red coin here, so we can get instant 4 points of value out of the archer, so that's pretty good. May your sword and arm be one. Well, let's set up a reinforced ballista first. I'm not dropping siege this round regardless. Being on red coin gives me the opportunity to decide I'm just not going to compete anymore. Jeez. Like, it's a Madoc deck that they bricked into Madoc? That's a disgusting amount of Madoc commitment. Let's go ahead here. Seeing that to be the case, let's just go ahead and move up this Swordmaster. If it was like a pure elf deck, I wouldn't worry so much about it because there's only some. They'd be playing a bunch of bronze elves early on, but a Madoc deck makes it so I really need to force the opponent to lose a lot of points early on. Plus, here I set up the value for Trebuchet, so or not. The Dragoon does though, so that's not so bad. Let's just go ahead and do this. Start smacking it. And I'd have to aim to miss. Jeez. Red Haze. I don't know. I probably wouldn't have dumped a Red Haze right there, but maybe that's just me. I think I'm going to swap back to Carrick Frigate from this reinforcements too. Oh, I'm sure this is gonna be like a trap of all things. Let's go ahead and do this. Yep. Just didn't want the archer dying straight away when we can get this stockpile value onto it. Could play Trollolo here, too. We do have 2 Warfare cards. So this is a very bad play, right? The Lamp Djinn bricks the Commando. The opponent can't pass here because it'll end on evens. Which, although if you're going first, really isn't the worst thing in the world. I mean, now we're getting all this point value. Let's just go for Trollolo here. Start pinging away Verno Seal to just nerf this engine here. But we get the crew pocket for range trebuchet, so it can just pass around that damage wherever we want. And we'll just go for a reinforced ballista here, probably. Actually, Odrin would actually work really well here. I think I'm going to go for Odrin. Oh, we already have Trollolo, so maybe I'll save it. So right now we get 6 damage off bombardment. I would guess Crushing Trap or maybe Mahakam Horn. I don't know. I do need some points. We have Shawnee as and Foltest Pride, so I'm going to go for Ballista here. Good. Everyone's having fun now. I get 5 points of damage, 2 points of boost, and an extra damage proc. Oh, man. So they go 29 down to 24. I go up to 24. They go down to 21. And then I go up to 1, 2, 3 to 17. So I'd still be down 4. So we'll just take the pass here. I did not expect a pitfall trap. I would have just played the bombardment there. I was really expecting a horn or a crushing trap. Ugh. Yuck. Alright, Nautilus gets us any of these. Smoke them out plays pretty well. But with that, so I will just take it. How did we go down a card? I played one and then he just passed, huh? Oh, not my day, man. I totally misplayed that one. That's that crushing trap thing. Skewered me. Well played. Now I gotta deal with the Isengrim utter total trash day. I don't know. I like that we get to play against all of the other types of decks though, so that's fun. Bombardment is helpful, but I'm angling to get Odrin, Shawnee, and Priscilla all lined up. So this works actually pretty well for me. We'll go Frigate on the melee to set up Pride, then keep spawning the guys so we can get them set up and ready to go. Although we do have to get a soldier in here, so we'll go for Odrin. So it sucks to miss Priscilla, but we get the stockpile for Shawnee, so we can make that work. And you have to play these smoke them outs first because they'll proc to the right side. Oh, the state of the game is so good right now. There's so much interaction. This is why Northern Realms sucks. You can't play anything. Everything that Northern Realms does requires 3 cards. There's no 1-2 card punch. There's no single iced play. There's no good removal. No, absolutely no good removal. The purifies off boiling oil usually do more harm than good when I play them. Alright, I'm just gonna go Priscilla here and do this. She comes out pre-boosted. I'll just shuttle these to Shawnee. And just show all those points there. We get the armor up. For this war elephant. Oh my gosh. Hurry up, man. If you're just playing toxic trap trash, go. Sorry, I don't mean to be super impatient, but I do kind of. Nobody made you be an ass. Alright, we do want 4 armor onto Priscilla. I will put the rest of these on the Trebuchet. I kind of expect this to be... Oh my gosh. It's just quality, man. Let's go for Pride here. Since that'll happen. And we can just save these and feed some more here. We're just going to get up to 4 armor and drop War Elephant so the War Elephant can do the damage, not kill him off. Worked pretty well. Bye-bye Shawnee. We don't really care anymore. She did her job. War Elephant can go in the middle. And we're just going to start shoving all these over to full test Pride. And then there's an obnoxious situation where elves can just hold. They can just wait and get massive value. And here, I nuke everything, it's all dead, and now I have a bunch of points I can't use. And that's because I played into a trap, but still! I don't know if Isengrim is actually enough points here. I actually think Isengrim is not enough points. Do we win? I will say this. Feign Death is not the greatest scenario either. The stupid... I mean, he gets the kill here on Waylay. Eldane's certainly not enough. Especially if you're Devotion. Which he's not. That's why you include the bombs. We just barely lose this one. Had I played a little bit better round 1, just gone ahead and taken the pass, we probably would have ended up okay. Or not played Amphib onto a pitfall trap. That also helps. See if we can play a fast game here. I gotta get on to another call for work. Oh. Shieldwall. I've seen actually some old school Shieldwall decks as well as some Witcher Shieldwall decks. Pretty fun. All right, I like Frigate with the Crystal Skull. Boiling Oil, not super concerned about keeping against a Shieldwall deck. Smoke them out may be the one way we actually get value here. Let's set up Ballista. Okay, we can get the Redanian archers down. So I'm actually gonna commit this to the archer. Gonna put it on Shawnee too. But I like the archer as good removal value against shielded targets. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's a description of my day playing Gwent today. Holy crap, man. All right. I don't even know. Let's go for frigate, and then we'll drop Trololo. I don't really care what row it goes to. We'll get Shawnee out to get some boost going, so we can smoke them out. Oh my gosh! On Sace against an archer off the bat. Oh. Alright, Trollo's a soldier, so that's why we're getting him down. Well, we need this recycled. It's a priority. Then we can worry about stockpile next turn. So we do get off one with the charges. Had we kept the archer down, we could have kept feeding value. And here I'm actually probably going to go for... Well, I don't know. I like the Shawnee. Shawnee with Priscilla is such a good combo, though, so we'll go for Ballista. Oh, beautiful blue coin. Why you do me dirty? Wouldn't surprise me to see boiling oil because, you know, that's where we are today. Alright, Triton's fine. Go ahead and remove this drummer here pretty soon. If I had access to another soldier, I'd take another one of these, but I don't. So let's just go for a smoke them out. We're just adding value to Trololo here. And Ballista's not ready to fire yet, so we'll just hold. Run into problems if there's like an Ana. But he runs into problems of over cluttering this row. Now you could rock a Voimir in this deck. That gives you a bunch of boost value pretty quickly, especially when you have smoked them out. A lot of times people just forget about the troll though, so we just kind of ride it to the end and then dump it. Onsace would have been so much better against an elephant. Just don't understand people and their decisions sometimes. Arch Griffin. I mean, this is often like the whole game plan, right? So let's just go ahead and get rid of that. Bing, bada, boom. Alright, I think War Elephant's probably enough to close this out. Guessing he probably... I mean, this is 6 points, so War Elephant's 8.
If I live to see it.
Perfect. Alright, now we just need to draw into all of our best cards. No, I think long round is pretty good for us, so we're just going to kind of ride that. These are all good. I like the reinforcements grabbing me another reinforced trebuchet, but I need soldiers, so... and siege engines. So I'm actually going to put this away because I don't Love its flexibility. I'll just take the pass. We did get Amphib, so we can get Odrin, Redanian, Nautilus, whichever. But I really want Priscilla and Foltest Pride if I can get them. So I just want options. Give me some options. Go faster than a dying turtle. I'm just gonna guess that this guy didn't want his Archgriffin to die. I think it's a little weird to not have committed Shieldwall onto your Archgriffin. I don't know. We have the ability to kill Erland pretty easily with Bombardment. Alright, we're going to put reinforcements back again. Just don't love what we have. This is pretty good. These are our two. I'll probably put Smoke Them Out back. I kind of would take anything over Smoke Them Out. Alright. Pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. Now, do I want Foltest Pride? Oh, it's going to depend if we can get Shani to stick. So we'll drop Shani first. Commit. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, we have a different way of dealing with them. It's just going to take a hot minute. Okay. We're going to start with Siege on melee. And then we'll just commit War Chariot to move it back. I do like Shieldwall, Rayla. It is good value. Might have crew ladder, siege ladder to move her back down. Who knows? Carrick City Guard is almost certainly going to move this trebuchet off. Good value. Go for Shani here. And just commit charges to her. Then we want the Odrin down before we start dumping all of these. But if we can get him armored and boosted, that'll be good value too. No idea what this guy's coming out to do. Foltest, maybe? I mean, I'd like nominally get a crew pocket, but it has to be in range, so not really. I don't want to commit too much boost to Odrin because I don't want him to be... I don't want him to get like heat waved and lose all of my value. All right. I mean, Priscilla is crazy good value right here. I do miss out on my... They're ranged units, so I'm not super worried about getting the perfect synergy. Priscilla's just amazing points right now. And I'm going to play her to melee since she gets boosted. Oh, she's 9. I always forget. But we're just going to go ahead and boost her up with Shani. Then we'll place these trebuchets and start dumping these bombardments. All right, okay, this makes sense. Wish we would have gotten one more hit on her, but that's okay. But Shani and Priscilla is such an amazing combination. Just getting so much value off of these two. Every turn, Priscilla is feeding 4 points in total vitality boost and 2 points in armor. Leader's giving me more of that. I'm just going to kind of keep passing these around, just spreading them out as much as possible. I don't want to add too much vitality to just end up getting pushed out of a round. I have no idea what the opponent's angling for here. But we're going to dump a whole bunch of value right here. Get the Ana down, so that's good. And we're just kind of looking around, making sure the vitalities are all being put to the best use. And Griffin Witcher Ranger is not going to do it. You do get the formation, so he can use it right away, but pretty sad. Then you just want to make sure that these are all giving vitality. So if you want to beat Northern Realms, if you want to win Northern Realms, you got to play against Northern Realms. That's what we learned from this video. Siege is trash. But Shani and Priscilla are boss points. I think half of those points are from those two. Anyway, until next time, though, friends, play somebody else until the next patch. Northern Realms still needs some love. Or play Northern Realms Shielded Witchers. That plays actually really well. But until next time, good luck on the path. Get out there. Keep on Gwenting. Bye for now.